Yeah.
So hello everybody, how are you? Thank you for joining us today. Are you ready for this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure, that's going to be cool. I mean, as I explained you before off camera, I explained you how this is going to go. So we're going to start really easy. Please keep the thing coordinated. Don't talk one over the other one. Okay? But we start really easy. I will going to go side by side or person by person as how I have it. And I'm going to ask the same question to everybody. So, for example, it will start Leo, and then it will go William. Okay. So, I will ask the first question to everybody. That is, can you describe a little bit yourself? Leo, you go.
Yeah, I should say that I'm a fun guy. yeah, yeah, that's it. I'm fun.
Something more like your age, where you come from, what do you study?
Okay, yeah. I'm 16 years old, and I went to the school called Katzenelund, where John is the trainer. Yeah, and where I'm from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Sweden, Kungsbacka, and I'm part Angolan and Cape Virgin. So yeah.
Nice. That's cool. William, your turn.
Okay. My name is William, and I live in Anneberg in Kungsbacka. I study social sciences at Aranas in Kungsbacka, and I really like social sciences and politics and all of that.
That's cool. Ty.
Hi, I'm Ty. I'm 16, I study nature and basketball in Katrina Lund. I love the game of basketball. Some people even say I'm pretty good.
Not us.
Definitely not none of us. That's cool. That's it.
Yeah, that's
All right,
it.
good. Come on, Walter, your turn.
All right, so I'm Walter Nilsson. I'm 15. I also play basketball like everyone else, obviously, and I study just grade school at Vittra in Kungsbacka, and I live about 3.5 miles from there, 45 minutes in a little town called Istorp.
Cool.
With my horses and cats.
There you go. Yeah, out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Josiah.
Yeah, my name is Josiah Johnson, and I'm part American and part Swedish. I study natur at Hulebäcksgymnasiet, and I live in Gothenburg in Västra Frölunda.
That's cool. I mean, now that we all present, everybody knows me. That's why it's my show. Just we're going to go over a little bit of a couple of questions. You don't need to follow any order. Just answer whenever you feel like. Just try to keep it coordinated. Okay. So the first question is quite easy. That is, since we are all basketball players, I want you to explain why are you a basketball player? How did it start? How do you work? Why did you choose basketball and not another thing? A couple of things like that. Who wants to start? Leo wants to start, or William?
I mean, I can start.
Let's go ahead.
I mean, I started playing basketball in first grade. My dad introduced me to it. It was a close sport to him. He always used to give me a lot of choices when it came to sports. I've done a lot of things. Fighting sports, a little football, not too much, but yeah, I guess basketball just stuck to me. Both the people and the sport. It's fun, and it gives me. I mean, it makes me happy. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. Who else? Come on.
I
Be
mean,
shy.
I was also introduced to it by my dad because he was in the U.S., was visiting some friends, and he went to some games in Arizona, where the Phoenix Suns are.
Mhm.
So he got like inspired by Steve Nash and the passes and the plays. So he showed some of that to me, and I got like interested, and we got a little hoop set on the barn. And so I started to play, and then like what is it, like 6 years ago now, 6, 7 years ago, I tried basketball in Kungsbacka, and I've been there since, enjoying it and playing.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I also started playing basketball pretty young. As an American, I like a lot of people from my family like to play basketball, so it always just felt natural for me to play basketball, you know, and it's a really fun thing to do, and yeah.
William, Leo.
Yeah, I can go. So my story is a little bit different because I suck at all sports. I really do.
Facts.
So when I was a kid, I wasn't good at, football, the usual sports. But then in sixth grade, I wanted to find, a sport. And then I liked, I think, an actor that played basketball. And I thought, yeah, I can try out. And then I came to Kungsbacka in, I think, sixth grade it was. And I started, training, and I was really bad. Like I couldn't bounce two balls at the same time. I was really bad. But when I start something, I don't quit. So I just continue, and then the more I continued, I thought it was getting more fun. And yeah, now I really like it.
Let's go, Leo. Your turn.
Okay, so when I was younger, we played obviously a lot of sports like floorball, football, basketball at the breaks in school, and sometimes we also played basketball. And I thought it was pretty fun, and I thought I was better than most of the people in my age in that school. So yeah, and I didn't play a sport in a club or something. So yeah, and I was yeah. So I started to play in the local club, Kungsbacka Basket, and yeah, from there. So yeah, I started playing a club when I was 10, 9 years old. Yeah.
Ah, that's cool. I mean, we all agree that basketball is fun, that you enjoy it and everything. Now the question is, what does basketball apport to you?
It gives me a life, bro. I don't have no life, bro.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
For the rest, what does it apport for you? What do you think? Why do you like? Why do you continue playing basketball? What does it apport?
Uh, like Ty said, it gives us a life. It gives us a schedule, something to go by, and also
Yeah,
obviously the community and stuff, like the people
Yeah,
around you.
the camaraderie is very important in basketball. Like you meet people. I would say that basketball is a very like diverse sport compared to other sports. Like you see a lot of different people, and I think
Why
it's
do
fun.
you think so?
I don't know. It's just it just amazes. It just opens up for the audience. I don't know. I really don't know.
But do you think it's still different? I mean, personally, I think that is different because of the team spirit that you reach to have in a group. Say like
Yeah.
this. There's
Yeah.
I was talking actually about this not long ago. That with people that are in the army, and they still tell me like the army is something that is a team sport. I would like no, not completely for me. Because like if you go to a war or whatever and you reach something with your platoon or with your group, if you do the last kill or the important kill, whatever you do, that person will receive the medal. In basketball, if you score the last point to win the championship, the whole group will win the championship. The whole
Yeah.
group
And
will have a medal,
supporters.
will have something, right?
That's true.
That's true.
yeah, but that's a fair point.
I think it's important that team spirit that we reach to have in basketball, and the mental effort that we have to do, everybody a part of the physical one is kind of different as the rest of the sports, at least in my opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
also for me, I found it really relaxing playing basketball because you need to like put so much like mental effort into playing it, so like you can't really focus on anything else. So it's nice to like not have to worry about anything other than basketball for like 1.5 hours or however long we practice. So yeah. It's a big
Get your
like,
mind
stress
off.
relief.
Yeah, get your mind off everything else, like the
Yeah, exactly.
problems and stuff. You just think about basketball and what you need to do on the court.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I totally agree with that. So last question about basketball, at least for now, that is, what do you enjoy the most when you're playing or when you're training, or about basketball?
Being with the team.
Yeah,
Be with the
exactly.
team.
Yeah.
Why?
And we train together and then we succeed together and then we lose together. And I just like the feeling of, we be together and we do it together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's important. What do you think, Walter?
I think obviously the team as well, but being really out of it, just not wanting to do more, and then still finding that inner strength or that inner feeling that I can do this and I can push it further.
Of course.
And that also, helps by having a good team around you.
Sorry, what was the question again?
Like, what do you enjoy the most of basketball? Playing it, of training, or of the basket? What do you enjoy the most of the sport?
Okay. Yeah, but just like William said, it's fun that you train and play games with a team, a group of guys.
Of course.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Ty, what is this for you?
Honestly, like proving people wrong.
Proving people wrong. What do you mean?
First of all, proving to yourself that you can do whatever you want. Just if you put your time and effort in anything, you can do it. And the people that doubted you, like the naysayers, like proving them wrong. Like, I can do this. Like making them land on their asses, like humiliating them.
Yeah.
It's satisfying in a way, I guess.
Yeah. Leo, you want to say anything?
Yeah, but you do different things in the sport. You don't just shoot a ball. You don't just pass the ball. You have to work on pretty much to be a good basketball player, like your ball handling, your vertical jump, and stuff like that. So
yeah, I mean, we will actually talk about what Ty just said a little bit further on. There's a question that I have with everybody, but let's ask. I will ask you a question because all of you are teenagers. You're young, so I will ask you a question. I think it's important. Most of the podcasts that we do are directed to teenagers, into young people who want to start in something. Okay, so what advice would you give to young kids or even teenagers or even adults that want to start in something? It doesn't need to be basketball, but what advice would you give them to start in something?
I would probably say just to continue, just to don't give up, because it might feel like demoralizing at first, like you're worse than the people you're training with, for example, because you're like new. But you'll soon start to improve, and then it will become like more fun. So I'd probably say not to give up and just continue working hard, and then you'll see results.
yeah.
Never give up. Never give up. Like, if there's a line and you're supposed to cross it, don't just cross it, surpass it. Like, thing that people don't think about is you're not just supposed to do what everyone else does, because when the coach tells you to do something, that's an order. You have to do it. But doing it yourself, wanting to do it yourself, it's a whole different thing. If everyone does 10 laps, do 10 extra laps after training, that's how you improve. You're not supposed to stay in the pack in a sport. You're supposed to surpass everyone else. So don't pull yourself down just because your teammates or the people around you are worse or not there.
Yep. William, yeah.
Yeah, I would say like just start, because as I said, when I started, I found like things in the team and the coaches it made me feel like I don't want to quit, because I don't want to make them feel like I think about the other persons too. When I've started, I don't want to just leave them, and then I continue. So I think it's just to start, and then you will feel things to hang on to, and in the hard times you will still hang on to them, and then you will go to you will go to your practices or whatever it just is, and you will do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do it. Like you don't got nothing to lose. So
Yep.
yeah.
Absolutely. Walter, you want to add something?
No, I feel like what everyone's saying is just what I was thinking. Because like Josiah said, it's going to be demoralizing at first, but going over that hump where you feel like I'm not going to be able to do this, and then proving everyone else and yourself wrong and actually doing it is just great for your mental strength and everything else.
Absolutely. So that brings me to two questions actually, and the first one will be what would you define as success, and what does it take to reach there?
Do you mean in the sport or like generally in life?
In general.
Yikes.
What would you define as success? What is success for you? For personally, for all of you, what is success for you? And what do you think is the secret to arrive to be successful?
I guess being yourself, not letting anyone else like control what you do.
That's the secret.
Yeah. And
but
like
what is success for you?
I think it's different, like in different periods of life. It's like as a kid, success would be to eat most meatballs at lunch or something else. But then you grow up and it's a lot bigger if it's becoming a family man, like supporting your family, or if it's being the best at your sport or making the most money in finance and stuff.
Of course.
Yeah, for me, it's like when you reach your goal. For example, you want to be a NBA player, then yeah, that's a success. When you accomplish your goals, pretty much. Yeah.
What do you think is the secret for that, to reach success in whatever thing it is?
Hard work and never give up. Like, yeah, to be honest.
I think for me to reach success, it is to work together with people, and it's to learn from people. So for me, it's like, working together, because in working together, you don't need to be a team, but you can look at other people's mistakes or what they did good, and then you can learn from them. So I think to success is to work together.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I might have a bit like a broader perspective on the whole thing, but for me, success is just having a good life, and whether how you so the important thing is just how you obtain a good life, whether that's by monetary gain or like fulfillment, finding a fulfilling work job, and I think that's different for everyone, but I think that you should work hard to achieving those goals, and then it will result in a good life. So just don't give up. Like Leo said, I think is a very good tip.
Sai, for you?
Basically what Jaxia said, live a satisfied and fulfilled life. Like when I'm on my deathbed and I look around, see my family, like I've done it. Like I've just done it.
Yeah, that's a really different point of view that most of people don't have to say. Most of the people that I ask this question is like, be the richest man alive or the richest woman alive, or this and that and that. So that's another point of view to see. That's really interesting that at this age you're already thinking like that. So this is bringing me to the next question, that is failure. How do you deal with it?
I guess learn from it.
Okay, so let's say that you just failed in something. How do you personally deal with failure? Or what would you recommend that it would be the good way to deal with failure?
I guess like analyze what happened, not just accepting that I failed, but how I failed. And from there, you can also say, this is something I can do differently next time.
Yeah. William or Josiah or somebody?
I'm really bad at failures. And I think that's the thing that drives me, because like in basketball and maybe in school, the first thing that the first thing is I don't want to fail. That's the first thing I have in mind. And why I don't want to fail is, first of all, because I don't want to disappoint people, and I want to be good for myself. And when I fail, I am trying my best to, you know, to make it good for the people again. So if I do something in basketball, for example, and I can't do it, and then I don't want to disappoint you, I will try to make it so much better next time that it will make up for it. So I think it's just, you know, continue and do it again.
Yeah, sure. Ty or Desai or Leo?
I think it's very important to learn from your mistakes. And failure, I'm not sure if I agree with that really, because I think it was Nelson Mandela who said, I never fail, I just win and learn. And I think that's a very, that really resonated with me when I read it. So, I mean, I'm not sure if you should even see it, like something going wrong as a failure. You should just see it as a learning opportunity. Don't look back, just look forward and prepare better next time, I guess.
Yeah, that's the same thing, the same mentality that I have over failure. Apart that personally, I normally deal with failure like, as I said in another podcast, yelling or screaming or like kind of stressing out. Where for me, I don't fail. I just find a way that is not the way that I have to be done.
Mm-hmm.
So like okay, so I tried this, I failed. Okay, this means that it's not the way that I had to do it. It doesn't mean I will stop doing it. So it's the kind of the same mentality that I have. Ty, Leo, what do you think?
I basically think like you and Jaisel, but also there's exceptions. Like some things you learn from, but also at the same time, some things that you do wrong, you should already know, and it just happens, and it could be failure. But the main thing is to accept it and embrace it and learn from it. And if you can learn from it, and you already know it, just be more aware of it. Like, I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah.
But I think we understand what you mean. Yeah, there are some things that you fail, but you should not fail with it because you already know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some things you just can't change.
Yeah. I agree on that. I also agree on that. Absolutely. Leo, what it is for you? What do you think about it?
I think you should just see, like, if you fail, you have to see it from another perspective. Like that was a lesson. Like, I failed. Now I can look back at it and see what I did wrong, and the next time I can do better. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, those are great answers. Different answers also as the ones that I already heard and that we already heard in different podcasts. So let's jump into our next section. That is the words section. Remember, as I said before, I'm going to drop you a word. You will have to say the first thing that comes in mind when you hear this word. We will go the same as the beginning. I will be saying who goes next. Okay, so it will start Leo, then it goes William. Okay.
Yep.
So Leo, first word.
Mm.
Easy. Basketball.
Basketball. The first thing that comes in my
First word, one word to describe it. The first one that comes in mind.
Fun.
Okay, William.
Team.
Ty.
Life. Right.
Josiah.
Hoop.
Hoop. Okay.
Yeah.
Valter.
I mean, I was just gonna say ball. Because first you just said basket, so I was like,
ball.
Yeah.
No, basketball. What do it comes from in mind?
I think fun as well.
Okay. So Leo, next one, friendship.
I just think about my friends.
Okay, so but if you have to say one word, is the first thing that comes in mind?
Friend.
Okay. William?
Important.
Good. Ty?
Loyalty.
Oof. Josiah?
Good.
Okay. Valter?
Just love.
Very good. One there. Leo, next word. Family.
Everything.
Ooh. William?
Friends.
Okay. Ty.
I don't know.
Come on, one word.
One word can't describe family. Honestly,
Just one word. The first thing that comes in mind.
I'll say the same as Leo and say everything.
Okay, Josiah.
Unity.
Ooh, Walter.
Stability.
Okay, Leo. Next word. Dark.
Dark.
Yeah.
Dad.
Okay.
Nigga.
Leo, dark.
God damn.
Come on, Leo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Black. I don't know.
Okay, William.
I would say like lonely or like, just one.
Okay, lonely. Ty.
Yin and yang.
All right, Josiah.
I just thought bright. I don't know. That's just
Good.
the first
All
thing I
right,
thought of.
that's okay. Walter.
I mean, sure, loneliness.
Okay, Leo. Next word. That's the important one, at least for me. Coach.
Joan Nuevo.
Hey, William.
Yeah, it's the same.
Ty.
Leader.
Okay, Josiah.
Basketball. That's just what I
All
thought
right.
first. So.
Walter.
No, boss or role model.
Okay, Leo. Music.
I don't know. Satisfied. I don't know.
Okay, William.
Karaoke.
Okay, Ty.
6'9", honestly.
Okay,
Two guys.
Josiah.
Kanye West.
All right, Walter.
Everything.
Ooh, okay. Leo, come on, last 2 words. Easy. Okay. I'll say failure.
2 words.
No, failure.
Listen.
Okay, William.
No.
Okay, Ty.
Choice.
Okay, Josiah.
Bad.
Okay, Walter.
Success.
Okay, and now last one, Leo. This is important. Okay. No, I would change that one because we said a couple of them that are really similar, so I don't want to choose the same one. I would say team.
Kungsbacka basket.
Okay, William.
Together.
Okay, Ty.
Family.
Okay, Isaiah.
Work.
Okay, Walter.
Spirit.
Hey, cool. Is there
Hey,
any
one more.
what?
One more.
One more. Okay. I'll say animals.
Lion.
Okay, William.
Oh, I don't have any idea.
Come on, one word that comes in mind when you hear the word animal or animals.
Beast.
Beast. Okay, Ty.
Human.
Okay, Josiah.
Dog.
Okay, Walter.
Hunt.
Plant.
Hunt.
Okay, all right. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. Is there anybody of you who wants to explain some of the words that you said?
I don't think so.
Or why did you choose
Which
that
one?
word instead of another one?
Oh, which one?
Yeah. For me, it wasn't really a choice. I just said the first word that I thought of. So, for example, like team, I just thought of work, teamwork. So, I don't know. That's just my thought process on the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, for example, when we said love, I don't know who said family. Ty, you said family, right?
Yeah.
Why did you choose that?
I mean, it's not family per se, but it's kind of like friends too. A team is, or apart from friends, a team is like compared to family. You don't always choose the people you have to play with, like family. You don't choose your family, but learning to live with them and love them, like, is important for everything.
Of course. Of course.
Mm.
Okay. Anybody else? Leo, you want to say?
Yeah, when you said team, I said Kungsbacka Basket because I've always played in Kungsbacka Basket, and it was the first in my
Cool.
home.
Valter, you want to spray anything?
I mean, when you said, would you say music? I said everything because I feel that it's real. Just music helps in every way possible. When you're coping with things, when you're happy, when you're sad, when you're down, when you're up.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. William, you want to spray anything or?
No, it was just when you said team, I had two words. It was together and it was success.
Mhm.
So I think a big part of a team is also success because I think being a good team leads to success.
True that. True that. I agree. Yeah, cool. I mean, this is the part we've been 26, more 27 minutes on already. That's cool. How you feel? Is it going good?
Yeah, it's going great.
Ah, great. Okay, come on. Let's go to another question. Let's get out a little bit of the basketball and the wars. Let's talk a moment about school and education. Oof.
No, my mom's gonna watch this.
Let's talk a little bit about that. The question is, what do you think about school? About the school, not the education, the school.
Shit.
What do you think about it?
Like our school or schools in general?
Schools in general.
Okay. I think it's better than we say. Like we have it better than we say. Like because when we're in school, we always, I hate school, and obviously, but I think obviously it's draining and it's gonna be tiring sometimes. But I also think that it's like if we didn't have school, what would we be doing?
True.
Yeah, education is important, but the way the education system is built up is, I wouldn't say obsolete, but it needs to change in a way because we built different. We from early age we built different, and only like not even in gymnasiet or high school. Let's say high school, you choose what your path is, but at a earlier age, because you already kind of know what you want to do or what you're happy with at a young age. And some things everyone needs to learn, but it just kills the fun when you learn things you don't want to learn.
True.
It kills the spirit, and a lot of people quit easily, especially at that age where you're vulnerable to other stuff. You find funnier things to do than just sit in a classroom and not do shit.
True.
I agree with Ty. I think education is probably like the most important resource our society has, but the whole system could be very like limiting. It could just put you in a box, you know. And yeah, I feel lucky that that I'm built for like I guess that type of education. Like,
Hell yeah.
but I know that a lot of people aren't, and I know that that's a big problem in our society because yeah, so that's something I think is bad with the school. I guess it's very limiting.
Yeah. William, you
Yeah.
want to say something before?
Yeah, maybe I'm the only one, but I really like school. I do.
Okay, let's get him out of the podcast.
Yeah. Get him out, bro.
Yeah, and I think that it's really important. It's the most important thing in our society, I think. But I don't really agree with Ty when he said that you need to choose um, at a lower age. You need to choose what you're gonna do because some people will quit and they don't think it's fun. But I think that it's really good that we have it like we have a really wide system because you change your mind. And would you really like when you've gone like 3 years and you've chosen something, would you really step back from ground zero and start again? Because I think it's better to have something wide, and then you can choose that because life is changing. You change, yeah. But I agree with that the school system needs to change. I think it's really boxy, and everything has changed over 100 years period, but not the school,
Mhm.
and that's just a failure, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of like. Wait, sorry. I was gonna say something, but I totally forgot what I
It's
was
okay.
gonna
Leo,
say.
you want to say anything about it?
What I think about school, I think the school is good. I mean, especially here in Sweden, it's free and you get free food and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's important because you're there, you are there because you want or your parents want, but you do
Yeah.
it for the reason to educate yourself, and that's pretty important in today's society.
Yeah.
And I agree that the school system is pretty not weird, but it has to change because it's built for one type of person
Yeah.
and
Mm.
Yep.
persons. So it's pretty hard for those people who's not in this circle. They when they
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, that brings me to the question that I had next, and actually, everybody said the same. That is the school system is obsolete. Maybe it's wrong. I would say it didn't change, as William said. It didn't change. So, as teenagers, as people who are still in school, what would you change? What do you think is in need to change?
Yeah, I have one directly.
Go.
Uh, the grades. I think the grades is the
Wait, the grades or the grade system?
the grade system and the grades in total, because I think it's that is the thing that makes school boxy. Because if a teacher would just say, okay, this we're going to learn and you do it your way, but then it comes to when you're gonna put a grade on it, everybody learns different and everybody takes different things to themselves. And I think it's the grade system, especially in the what is it, the school from 1 to 9.
Yep.
I think a grade should be abolished, and
Yeah.
I think it's the grade system that is making the school so bad.
Because now if you have A's in everything except for like one little thing, you still can't get more than I think a D,
Yeah.
and that's really weird because it can be the smallest part as well. It can be like you spelt something wrong and then
Yeah.
it ruined everything.
It can basically mean that you want to go into science and you don't give a fuck about sports, and you get the C or wherever or a B in sports, and that
Yep.
can maybe mean that you cannot get into science, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's
exactly.
shit.
That's how it is in Sweden, like the grade system that Walt just described.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Ty, what do you think that it needs to change in your opinion?
I
Or-
mean, I agree to what you said that grade that you have that doesn't even involve the thing you want to do. It shouldn't change your outcome or change the school you go to.
True.
If I want to be something and, for example, I get a E in, bro, if I get an E in, not, I don't know. I just don't want it to change my outcome.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, can
I
I
don't
can
know.
I say one thing that I
Yeah.
think is really good though here? That is a change from other countries like the United States, is that we here we like give opportunities based on like interests. Because if, for example, Leo or Ty or Walter wants to become something, it's not money and it's not like you can choose. You just need to work for it in some way, and but you can do it. And that's why we have here so many great companies and other things. It's because people can do what they like.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, I 100% agree, William. I think that here in Sweden, I think it's a pretty unique thing for some reason. I don't think it should be that it's like your drive and your knowledge that gives you like opportunities in life and not the size of your wallet. And I think that's a really important thing about the school system. But if I had to change something, I'd probably try to make school more flexible. Because that's something that I think is
More flexible
could
in
be
what way?
improved. Well, I think that at least that actually comes back to a bit what Ty talked about earlier, that for me at least, I wasn't interested in, like, for example, art at all. I just wanted to do science and maths basically, but I found it very rigid in the way that basically had to do those things, and
Hmm.
I didn't think that was good at all.
True. Leo, what do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree what Josiah said. That you can do things that you want to do.
Absolutely. I mean, it's important that we send this message out because, as William said, the rest of the things have been changing, but not the school system, along with the law system. But it did change, and I think, as you all agree, it's an important thing that we need to have. It's an important thing, and you should. It's true that me, at least coming from Spain, I see a big change, a big difference in the education from Sweden to the one from Spain. One from Spain is your dreams will be depending on the size of your wallet. Absolutely. If you can pay, you have it. If you're not, fuck you. That's how clear it is. And I mean, you don't know how much money does it cost the school. A part of that, like registering, books, excursions, photocopies, photos, these, clothes. It costs a
Yep.
hell lot, and that is only in the normal school and high school. Then you go into college, the gymnasium, or you go into the university, and you can lose your mind. You
Mhm.
can absolutely lose your mind, and it's fucked up. But here in Sweden, it's true that this system is much, much, much better. It should be applied everywhere.
But do you still think there's something from like Spain where you come from, like the Sweden could adapt to? Like, is there anything
Yeah,
that's
there's
better?
one thing. There's one thing that I always agreed, and not only in the schools, but I think in everywhere. And I think it's the thing that I'm doing with the team and with the club a little bit. The teams that I coach, that is be harder as a leader, as a teacher, or as a coach.
Yep.
Because honestly, I've been in schools. I mean, I'm coaching you. I'm coaching you 15, you 16. I'm coaching the basket school, and I'm coaching Catherine Lund, this and that. The thing is, we also go to schools, head school, and for example, this and that, to do demonstrations of basketball and try to drag interest from the kids to the club.
Mhm.
The problem that I see in there is kids do wherever the fuck they want, whenever the fuck they want,
Yep.
without the teacher saying completely anything. And I don't know if it's because of the mentality of the people, that I have to say also the mentality from Swedish people and the one from Spain are a little bit different. We have to agree. But I think it's the regulations that the teachers have at the school that is the most fucked up. For me, teachers need to be harder and put like a line until where the kids can go. For
Mm.
me. And
You
sorry.
mean like harder with like the rules and so on, or
Yeah.
harder, in the education part?
No. The education part is much better in Sweden than where it is in
Okay,
Spain.
yeah,
Absolutely. I mean,
yeah, then I agree.
absolutely. The education in Sweden is 10 times better than the one in Spain. The problem is the rules, or the direction of the group is much worse in Sweden than where it is in Spain. I have to say that Spain is starting to change, and I don't like that. But then I think that in Sweden they need to be harder as a teacher. And if you're a PE teacher, for example, this is the ones that I met, and you say we're going to do that, and one kid says no, like no, I don't want to. Oh hell yeah, you will do it either way. That's why I'm
Yeah.
the teacher. You know?
I totally agree.
But it's not the school per se. It's I would say it's the parents, because they
Yeah.
give their children
But
enough.
but it's also the
freedom.
regulations for the teachers, because if they
Yeah.
had regulations that suits them better, they could actually do things, and the parents won't
But
have to say about it.
Yeah, I agree. It's a mix of both. I have to say, it's a mix of both. It's a mix of parenting that is not really good, sorry to say, and the regulation for the teachers that don't allow them to be stronger. Because if they are really strong, then the parents will come or whatever, and the teacher is fucked up.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
I heard stories
yeah,
about it.
exactly. In the end, it doesn't matter if the teacher does everything she or he can. the parents have to give the child consequences, because if your child doesn't behave and the school tells the parents, or the school punishes the children, like the children has all the freedom to walk out the door. The people that will stop them are the parents, and
Yeah.
if the parents don't do it, who will do it? Is a teacher going to stop you from getting out of the class? No, because
But
you can't grab a person, like you can't grab a child, you can't grab someone if they don't want to. That's the parents' job.
but you can see also that, yeah, it's bad that we can't do anything, on the spot. But if you look in the long run, the people that walk out from the door because they don't want to, they don't really succeed.
No,
So
No.
absolutely.
it will
But
it will give them a punishment
Yeah, but
in the
yeah,
long
but
run.
kids don't look
exactly.
at it
They
like
they
that.
don't see the bigger picture, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
and that's why I
People
think that we need to be more, educated. We need to you need to understand the consequences more, because I don't think it's, the teacher's job to take and grab kids and you sit here, because I think it's education is the key.
That's the
yeah,
part of the parenting that should be
Hmm.
the
yeah,
ones who
because
does that.
because 15 16-year-olds, they don't think like, oh, if I go to school for a year, maybe I do let's say something easy, I get 25 30,000 a month after I go after school. That's good. But people don't look at like the opportunities, they just look at the money. But 25 30,000, that's a lot of money, but not a lot of money for a family.
Nope.
And if you want to do things with a family, if you want to provide, you want to give different privileges to the family, it doesn't work like that. But people don't think that far, and that's the problem. You can't tell a kid to, like, if you don't do this, there'll be consequences in 10 years if he can't like look a month past.
I
It
feel
No.
doesn't
like
work
Actually,
like that.
I feel
actually, I
like all of
think
this.
that's
Yes, go.
sorry. Yeah, actually, I think that's a really good point. And if we could just go back a bit, like to how I would improve school, I'd say that 100%. If school is meant to like prepare someone for life, uh, then I think a lot of uh, we should like learn about how actual adult life is. For example, I don't know how to file taxes. So I
Mm.
think that's a really good point by Ty about what he said before, because it's like you need to, that's a part of school too. You need to learn how to like plan your life and stuff like that. I mean, it's important, like a lot of the stuff we learn, but there's a lot of more important stuff uh,
Th- that's
that's
that's what
that isn't taught.
that's actually the point that I made a lot of times and that I've been talking and now in the podcast. But is school is meant to be a place that when you leave, you're prepared to live on your own and to know everything you need to know.
No,
That's fucking bullshit. I mean, I finished school, I went to live alone, and I didn't have a clue of what the fuck I was doing in my life. Nothing. No, nobody teaches me how. What do I have to do when I go to a bank? Nobody teaches me what it is to have an account. Nobody teaches me what it is to file taxes, to this and that. Nobody teaches that, and I think it's a really good thing. It's true that the filing taxes, because I was talking about that with my parents not long ago. It's like, yeah, now you download the program and you just put it on. Yeah, perfect. But you will never know how to correct that if something is wrong, or how to check that,
Mm.
or how to. They don't teach you how to live, and teachers keep implying that, yeah, when you leave a school you will be able to live on your own. That's fucking bullshit.
Hmm.
That's
now
absolutely
now
bullshit.
now I may be the only one that thinks this, but I think that I heard one time from a teacher that I had, is that everything is made up. Everything is made up. Our system, the taxes, everything is just made up. And I think the school system right now, where we learn, a bit bullshit,
Mm.
like people think. We learn many things that, why should we learn this? I think it's really important because, it's in that way that we can build on our system and make it better. We can change the school system. We don't learn just things that fits in our society right now. We learn things that we can use to to make our society better. And that's why I think it's really good. And would I really want to go more hours just to learn to file taxes when I can learn it, like an hour when I have moved home. No, I don't think I would do that, because and that's why we talked about education that fits everyone. If the teacher's standing there and has the same education for everyone, we don't listen to it, everyone. So I think that I don't want to go more to school just because to do things like that. I think that everybody has learned how to do it on their own.
Of course, but the thing is, it should not be like adding hours to school. It should be putting a specific group of people with the specific classes. Maybe not too young in age, because it's normal, like as you said before, like things will change, your mentality will change. But let's say I want to go into science. Why should I? And I have it already decided. Like, I'm high school, I want to go into science. I don't give a fuck about art, for example. So why should I study this if I'm not going to use it? Never. If it's not for an interest, if I can learn, if doing extra hours on my own.
But in high school, you don't do that. Then you have chosen your specific one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
more or less, but still learning things that maybe they are not useful completely, or I don't know. It should find a way that is more specific for each person.
Yeah, but many
Yeah.
things that in the program, for example, that I go to, I have many things included, and it's because the universities require some sort of courses and things. And if I change my mind and I want to study law later, I can do that because I have some courses included. But I don't read like biology now because I have chosen a completely different path.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. For me, I think it should change a little bit to make it more sustainable for everybody, more effective for everybody. I don't know. It just need to change. They can figure it out, because that's why they are the ones who are doing school, not us. We are just studying there. So they should have a way to figure out a way that they can make more enjoyable going to school, learning the right things that you have to learn,
And
and
doing
that's
it more your way.
exactly like, I want to study this, so I should be studying this. And also, I think it's important that in anything that you study, you also add something that is outside of that, like filing taxes, like knowing what to do when you live alone, like what do you have to pay if you want to open a business. Either way, even if you're not studying to open a business, you should know it a little bit, at
Yep.
least a little bit of nauseous of it, you know. I think that's the important part. But okay, so we have 10 minutes left, more or less. We're almost at the end. So let's get into our next section that I explained you before. And trust me. As I told you before, it's 2 sentences, or 2 stories. One of them is true, one of them is false. The way that we're going to do it is really easy. Let's say, for example, Leo starts, or William starts, okay? Or whoever wants to start first. You're going to say both sentences that you have. You're going to say one, and you're going to say the other one, not saying which one is true, which one is false. Then we will have 1 minute to ask you things about it that you can answer, okay? And after the minute, we will have to guess which one is right, which one is the true one, and which one is the false one. You understand? More or less?
Yep.
We get it? Okay, so who wants to start? Who has something?
Not me. Not me.
Not you. Not
I
me,
got no
no.
clue either.
Come on, William, do you have something?
Oh, I need to think a minute.
Saya?
Okay, sure, I can start.
Okay, let's go. Say
Okay,
the sentences.
so my first sentence is, when I was probably around 10, I did about a season of a radio show every Friday morning
All right.
Okay. For P4, which is like the Swedish National Broadcasting
Yep.
Service.
Okay.
And my second one is, when I was 10 years old, I broke my arm and my leg on the same day with two different by two different reasons.
Okay. Okay, so we have 1 minute to ask questions. Ready? Minute starts now. Let's go. Who wants to start?
What was the radio show about?
Yeah.
Well, they basically just asked us about just things. Like we were 10 years old, so they asked us, for example, like what we thought about homosexuality and stuff like that, and then we just talked about it. So
Okay.
that's like, yeah.
How did you get that job or whatever you said?
Well, essentially, like the broadcasting service that they contacted our school, and basically like my school selected me and like 2 other students to do it. So yeah.
Okay.
So
believe
what
in-
stupid shit did you do to break both your arm and your leg, bro?
Well,
How is it possible?
well, I broke my wrist playing soccer,
Yeah.
and I was the goalie, and I got the ball in a weird way, and it broke it. Or technically, it was like a fracture, and
Yeah.
and then I just continued playing basically, and yeah, and I broke my leg.
Okay, so time is
How
up.
did you broke your leg?
Time is up. Time is up. We cannot do
Oh.
anything else. Time is up. Okay. So which
Mystery
sentence do you think is true, and which one do you think is?
I think
The
the bone breaking is cap.
Yeah.
No, I actually think the bone breaking is true, because who would be like, how could he think about it still, like, keep, or no, I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Who thinks the first sentence is right? I think the first sentence is right.
Yeah. Me
Okay,
too.
we are three. We are three, and one that thinks that the bone breaking is true. So we
Right.
vote bones breaking false, podcast or whatever you were doing radio true. Answer is
First one is true.
yay!
So-
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Good shit.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Good. Go, Ty. You're losing this.
yeah, shit, goddamn.
Okay, next one. Come on. Who wants to go? Let's go. Come on, somebody.
Or I'll go.
Okay, come on, mother.
So again, something about bone breaking. I was jumping on one of those jumpy thingies.
Yeah. Trampoline.
And I and I broke my leg.
Okay.
And then the second one is that, oh shit,
Interruptions.
yeah, and the second one is that I was born in the US.
Okay, time starts now.
He was born. Born.
Born in US.
Yeah, born.
in the US.
Okay. So
Where?
where was the trampoline that you were jumping on?
It was at my friend's house.
When was it?
3 years ago now.
Was-
About 3 years in the summer, 3 years ago.
Cap.
Did you say that you were born in the U.S.? Where were you born?
Oh.
Arizona.
Okay.
Phoenix.
I
said
know
that
the
you
right
faced.
answer. I know the right answer.
Wait.
I also
still
know
time?
the right answer.
Okay, so we know it.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, so we stop the time here. Okay, so which one? Who thinks that the first sentence, the trampoline and breaking leg, is true? Hands up. Okay, I think it's true too. So we are 4. Okay, and Josiah thinks that he was born in US. Okay,
Yeah.
we vote born in US false, breaking your leg true. Answer is
Yeah, you're right.
hey first
Oh.
yeah.
Breaking
You
the
were not
legs,
born in the
eh?
US. Good. We're going good.
I had a much better one, but I forgot it.
Yeah, that was kind of easy. Okay, next one. Come on.
I have to
Okay,
think.
okay, I can go.
Okay, come on.
Wait, let me think. Okay, the first one was that when I was small, I bit my cousin. So I bit my cousin in the hand. So I bit into a nerve, and she had to go to the hospital and get 6 stitches on her hand.
Yeah, it sounds like Thai.
Yeah, it sounds like
That's probably true,
It
to be
sounds a
fair.
lot like Thai. Okay, like second one.
Okay, and the second one is that when I was young, I saw some friends throwing a rock up in the air. And I was like, oh shit, that looks fun. So I tried the same thing, threw the rock, and hit my little brother right in the face. So he has
That also sounds like Thai. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Both of those are really believable.
He has a scar right here.
Okay,
and he
okay.
like started bleeding all from his face.
All right, so time starts now.
Was
How
it
young
Leo, I
were you when you threw the rock? How old
The
were you?
rock, I was about 4 to 5 years old.
So you could throw a big rock in the air when you were 4,
Yeah,
big
it
enough to
wasn't-
scar your brother?
I mean, yeah, it wasn't that high up in the air, but it was kind of a big rock, enough to give him a dent in the head.
So how old was your brother then?
I mean, my bro, he's 2 years younger, 2.5 years younger than me, so he was
So
about
he was 2?
2, 3, yeah. So it was a
Yeah.
big dent.
Leo, you know, I think you know him best. What do you think?
I think the rock is true because he was pretty specific when you said
Mhm.
4 to 5 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, we start the time now. Okay, we start the time now. So what do we vote? Rock true? Rock true? I think rock is true. Okay,
Yeah.
so everybody believes that the rock story is true. Thai answer is
Y'all bitches wrong. It was the first one.
Ah.
Shit.
Okay, so I mixed it up a little. So I thought that Leo maybe knew the real story. So I tricked you a little bit. So when I was about 4 or 5, then I actually saw my friends throwing up a big rock. It was
Oh.
That's
it
the
was
story.
like brick. It was a brick, like a half a brick or something.
Holy
So
gee.
I threw it up, but it didn't land on my brother. It landed on me, on my face. So
Oh,
I
shit.
actually have a scar right here. So it was kind of the same story, but
That
a little
sounds even
mix.
more like Thai.
Yeah.
That sounds even more like Thai.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was a good way to trick it. Okay, next
Yeah.
one, William.
I
Leo.
can go.
Okay, William, let's go.
Okay. So the first one is the first basketball game I played against Lerum. I broke all of my fingers at my left hand, and yeah.
Okay.
And the second one is that I got kicked out from a political party in Gothenburg when I screamed at the secretary and the leader in the region.
Okay, time starts now.
Okay,
Right.
so I know for a fact that you hurt yourself the first match, but I know we've talked about this a lot. And it's not you didn't break all your fingers, you broke your wrist, I think. Or maybe you broke a finger, but you didn't
Joan
break
broke
all
my
of the
wrist.
fingers.
I didn't break my wrist.
Oh yeah, but you didn't break all of your fingers. You didn't break your thumb, your
Just questions, Thai. Just questions.
The thing is,
Oh,
I know that you broke your fingers, but it could be the right. He maybe want to trick us a little bit. I don't know.
yeah, but I don't think it was all of the fingers.
Plus,
too.
he's really like politically engaged, so I think the second one
that's the
could
thing.
definitely be
and
true.
it feels like a thing he would do.
Yeah, he's
Right,
quite passionate about what he believes, so I think he would get into screaming.
and also, how does that even happen? How do you break every single finger on your
Yeah,
hand?
that's true.
Crazy.
Because like
And-
after
and
you break
he-
one, you go off the pitch, right? After
Yeah,
that.
and he said he kept playing like the match, so I don't think he broke all of his
Okay,
fingers. Oh,
time is up. Time is up. Time is up. We have to vote. Fingers broken. Who believes is the true one? Nobody. Okay, so we believe that the true one is that he got kicked out of a political thing.
No,
Yeah?
I think the first one. I think the first one.
The fingers. Leo thinks the fingers.
Yeah. Yeah.
But okay. So hands up for political thing. I go with political thing. Okay, so it's 3. Leo, you think it's the fingers. So we vote fingers false and political thing right.
Yeah, it's true.
Yay!
Yes,
I
sir.
broke 4 fingers.
Oh,
First.
4.
Holy shit.
how the fuck does that happen?
It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't really know, but I think I fell on the ground and someone jumped on them, so they
shit.
broke.
Oh.
And you know, it was my first game in the team,
And
so
he he
yeah,
kept
I
playing,
continued
bro.
playing because I didn't dare say anything because I was a little bit scared.
Oh, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you would have stopped playing, I would have shouted at you.
Okay, Leo, your turn.
I have to think.
Oh, come on, man.
Mm,
Let's go. Let's go.
okay, the first one. I own 100 trees in the rainforest.
You own 100 trees in the forest, okay?
And the second is I took the bike from my house in Kungsbacka to Gothenburg.
Okay, so time starts now.
I actually know the answer, so
Ah!
Fuck. Okay, the other ones, questions.
How long did it take to go on the bike?
It was like 3 hours because I was pretty little. I was about 10 years old.
Holy Moses.
That's about 3. Is it 3 miles? About?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so how come you own? How can you own 100 trees in the forest?
You can plant them for people.
Okay, you mean plant them? Where? In which forest?
In which forest? The rainforest.
Which one? From
Which rainforest?
I don't know the name.
we can
It's
stop the
the
time.
Brazil rain.
We can stop the time.
I,
Okay, so I guess everyone's voting at the cycling thing, right?
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
So I know for
No,
a fact that Leo
Wait,
actually has.
votations. Let's go for votations. So who thinks that the rainforest thing is true? Okay. So who thinks that the bicycle thing is true?
I think he owns a couple of trees, not like 100.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know exactly how many trees he owns.
Okay,
Answer.
Leo, answer.
Yeah, William was right.
William is
No, fam, no,
What?
fam.
No way.
For no, bro. Because I remember you saying that you own 20 trees in
said
in
100.
Brazil.
Got more
100.
trees.
Holy
Bro, he got one. He got more trees.
But you,
Hey,
it
Chris-
sounds
Chris-
like
his-
you.
his-
It sounds
His,
really
his
like you.
Christmas present when he was 11, 12, 13, 15. They were like, "And you get trees, bro. You get 20 trees, bro."
Okay, so-
I can describe. So when I was baptized, people gave me like presents and everything, and the close friend of my mom, gave me like 100 trees in the rainforest.
We're like, we ain't giving him money, but
but we
money
give him
makers.
trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
Trees.
Moses. Okay, my turn.
Yeah.
One. Okay, so once when I was in that hotel too in Menorca, okay, I don't even know if I had to say this. Okay, so I was doing aqua gym and I was starting outside of the pool and I had to jump in the pool, okay, to continue the aqua gym inside. The problem was that day I forgot my swimming suit, so I had another one that was borrowed, okay, and it was smaller. It was like I don't know, like really small, you know, the ones that they are like super tight, really small. Okay, and when I jumped inside the pool, since I was jumping directly up and down, my dick went out inside the water. Okay, in front of the people. I don't know if they saw it or not, but that's one. Here's the second one with basketball. Once in the middle of a game, okay, we were playing one of the most important games that we had to play when I was maybe 15, 16, okay, and in the middle of the game, the court caught fire, and I passed out. So time starts now.
Wait.
Passed out.
Wait. What you mean the court got fired?
Like there was a fire in the court.
Oh, and you
Wow.
passed out.
That's pretty.
In the same building, not on the court.
In the same building.
That's
And
pretty.
Okay.
Not
Why did you
court,
pass out?
That like over the court, like in
Why did you pass? Okay, you're wasting time. Why did you pass out?
don't really remember. I just remember like feeling really dizzy and just boom out.
Okay, next question.
What?
How old were you when the dick accident happened?
That was in the hotel, so I was 18. I also have to say that when I passed out in the court, doesn't mean that I blacked out. It's just like I fall on the ground, like completely, almost passing out.
Why didn't everyone
So-
just leave the building?
I mean, they could control the fire.
So, guys, I honestly think it's the fiery one, even if it's dramatic.
No,
'Cause,
no,
bro,
I don't, because
He
the
he
alarm
was
would
he
go
was
off and the-
18. He
10
was
seconds.
Yeah, but
18,
the
bro.
alarm would go off and they would stop playing if there were a fire.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the thing,
but-
it's a pretty big thing, so he should told us. I mean,
But they're quite poor, and
Yeah, but they still have fire alarms.
I don't know about
Okay.
that, bro.
So, time up. Tell me answers. Who thinks that the fire sentence is true?
yeah, I
I
think
really hope it's not the first
3.
one, 'cause that's
Okay,
great,
and who
bro.
thinks that my dick going out in the middle of everybody is true? Okay, so
If
we
kids,
both
if
it's 3-2. Two things that my dick went out. The other one's 3 believes that the fire is true, and the answer is
my dick went out.
fire is true.
Okay.
Yeah, cause
Thank God.
look here, this was my logic, bro. If his dick went out in the public, bro, in front of like, bro, kids there, he would be arrested on the
yeah,
spot.
and the thing,
Fact.
William and Walter, they wished, but
Yeah,
Oh.
they wanted to.
I didn't know how it would work with the firearm. Wouldn't they like
Okay.
stop the game?
Okay, so here's the thing. Let me explain. The one with the dick out, it was quite close. It never went out. I mean, the story is true. I did jump inside the water. It didn't went out because when I jumped, as soon as I hit the water, I felt that I was like putting the hands fast there. It never went out, but it was really close, because that was not my swimming suit. It was smaller than the one. Okay, and obviously I had kids in front, so I didn't jump like strong. I went slowly down.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You kids.
And the second one, the thing of the fire is true. I do remember why I passed out a little bit. I passed out because I was coming from a week that I was really ill. I got flu. I didn't train for almost 2 weeks, and that was a really important game, so I had to go. And the fire thing, it just all got caught up. The fire thing was a bulb that exploded and ignited the fire
A bomb.
in the light. The thing is, it was not big enough to make the alarms go on and to make everybody evacuate. But it was fire, and I passed out. And when the game stopped, when I relaxed a moment, because the game stopped, I just like fell on the ground. I was low in sugar.
Oh, I thought you passed out because of the smoke or something. I was
Yeah,
like,
I thought so
oh.
too.
That I did. I mean, I think it had something to do too. I think it had something to do, but it was not a lot of smoke or anything. I just went down because of low sugar and everything.
Yeah, I guess if it popped, that's mercury, and that's poisonous.
Yeah, it was a ball, but it was like they are not the blue ones like the ones that we have in Kunstberger. They are different ones.
Yeah,
But
but
still.
you were withholding information. I asked
Yeah,
you
I
why
wasn't.
did you pass out, and you didn't answer me, bro.
No, but
I got you though, but you didn't
yeah,
answer me, bro.
I cannot remember exactly why I passed out. I just remember being really dizzy all of a sudden and falling down.
You say you was sick.
I was sick the week before, but not that moment. When I was playing, I was not sick. So I do not remember exactly why. I just remember just passing out or like falling on the ground. Yep.
Yeah.
So, okay, everybody got it. Now this is 1 hour and 20 minutes and a call from my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, we're reaching the end of this. Anything that you want to say more? What do you think about this experience?
Traumatizing.
It was fun.
I forgot that you record.
You forgot that I'm recording. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That means it went well. Yeah, at the beginning a little bit
For
stiff,
sure.
but then everybody got a little bit open. So okay, so we will have to say bye to this. It was really cool to have all of you in the podcast actually, especially because this is coming out on Christmas time. So what are you saying, Leo?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas to everybody and a Happy New Year.
Santa's not real.
What?
Nothing.
2021 is getting better because
we hope so.
If I'm dead, Mom.
What the fuck? Oh, holy Jesus. But okay, so the rest of us will see us in the next podcast. Boys, I'll see you soon, I suppose.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank
See you
you.
in the next podcast.